Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. We should have a fun live stream today. Yeah, we should. What's good with everybody? Let me say what's up. I'm sorry I was in late this morning. I had to start an hour late because my wife had a colonoscopy, or she was supposed to have a colonoscopy. So I had to go to I had to take my wife to that. So I'm sorry that I couldn't start at 8 a.m. But I think today's show is going to really be worth it. The wait. Because number one, I told you these niggas is going to jail. I told you they going to jail. Told you, told you, told you, told you. And you guys ain't going to see it in the boxing news, but you're going to hear it from me. Because there was the biggest fraud indictment in the history of the United States took place yesterday. It was a bust of over, I think they, if I recall the numbers correctly, they made over 350 indictments. 350 indictments. 350 indictments. All connected to one scam. And it's a scam where people with a lot of money from outside the United States buy things in the United States, get their hands on U.S. citizens' private information, and then defraud the government with the private information of the people that they stole the information from. But they didn't steal the information. They bought the company that had the information. And then they took the private information, and then they ran a ton of scams off of it. Oh, yeah. Scam daddy, scam daddy, scam daddy. 350 scam daddies got arrested yesterday and indicted on federal charges. So please do not tell me that there's not federal investigations going on. And guess who they did? Guess how many people that they named when they said how many people were indicted? They didn't say the name of anybody that was indicted. They gave a range of people. They had the people from the Department of Health and Human Services in there. They had the FBI in there. I do believe they have Homeland Security in there. They had like 4 or 5 different federal agencies all involved in this scam from, again, people getting money from outside the United States, wasting tons of money, and you don't understand why would they buy this company for all this money? Oh, they bought the company so that they could get all the private information, and then they could run insurance scams on the backs of the people whose information they have. So now it makes sense to me why somebody would be willing to lose $20, $30 million at a pop. Because if I overpay you, you can buy this company, you get the private information, and we can scam. Oh, we can scam the American people from outside the United States. Oh, hitting kind of close now? Is it hitting kind of close now? Is what I was saying making a little more sense to you now? That 350 of you bums got indicted? Yeah. What up, Ray Patterson? Mr. Mileage in the building. Jose in the building. What's going on, man? Hey, look. Shout out to everybody, man. All things in the building. Thank you, brother. And the big $2 E Snooty said, F Bill, good morning. Yeah. Bill Haney is out in this mug ghosting me over there on Twitter. Bill, I know that's you ghosting me over there on Twitter, dude. You're not smart enough to be able to change your speech patterns, man. Leave me the fuck alone, Bill. And I mean it with all my heart, bro. Leave me the fuck alone, bro. You know, wrong. You're playing on the wrong side of town over here, buddy. Phoenix the Assassin said, happy hater day. You see the news I sent you IG? Don't do drugs like Charlo. Put them hands on women like Devin. What? No. What did you send me on IG? What did you send me on IG? Oh my God. Whew. Jesus Christ. Hold on a second. What? 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 What happened here? A judge just granted a temporary restraining order against Devin Haney, and now both sides are due in court for a hearing on the matter July 22nd. Additionally, the judge ordered Haney to have no visitation with his daughter named Chrome until further notice. The mother of Devin Haney's daughter is seeking domestic violence restraining order against the boxer, alleging he once pushed her to the ground while she was pregnant. Court documents obtained show Lena Syed filed for the DVOR last week over allegations Haney abused her on multiple occasions throughout the past year and a half. She wrote in a restraining order request that it all started in February 2024, roughly a year after she and Haney first met. She claimed during a dispute in their Las Vegas home, he punched her in the stomach and then kicked her out of the house. Nearly a year later, in December 24, she wrote Haney got violent with her once again when he pushed me while I was 9 months pregnant, calling me to fall on my tailbone because I would not give him my cell phone. After I fell, he grabbed my cell phone and threw it on the floor and shattered it. Additionally, she said Haney threatened her earlier this month when he wrote in her text message to her that she would be handled in the streets. When I asked what he meant by that, he said, "You will see." Oh, no, I'm afraid for my life, health, and safety. Syed also sought in the docs for protection for the couple's 5-month-old Chrome, alleging Haney pierced the baby's ears without Syed's permission when she was just 8 weeks old. This is not an isolated event of danger he places our daughter in without concern, she wrote. Devin has hurt me in the past by punching me, pushing me while I'm pregnant, threatening me, arguing with me in the presence of our daughter. She said, I'm concerned about his behavior and word he will act upon his threat to me, stating, "You will see." For the foregoing reasons, I am requesting a DVRO protecting my daughter, myself and my daughter, seeking sole legal and physical custody, and I'm going to take all your goddamn money. We've reached out to the Haneys for comment. He got that snack rage. I'm laughing, nigga. I'm laughing. That I'm laughing about. I'm laughing about that. It takes a full years of Devin punches to start hurting anybody. So let me get the red. Devin is pushing down pregnant, or is accused of knocking down pregnant women. Didn't Bill make fun of Tank when he got in trouble? Of course he did. Violence is learned at home. Wow. That's Debo Dev. Yeah, that's Debo Dev. Because didn't Debo beat up Felicia? Debo beat up Felicia, huh? What's up, Lee Jackson? Zachariah said, what goes around comes around. They call turkey out. Oh, by the way, I asked for $52 donations. That was an insult to Bill, who said he would come by my channel and give me $2. Billionaire Bill don't ever give more than $5 in a super chat. He gave me he gave $2 super chats with your cheap ass. Yes, he did. He said, do you think Devin will use this to get out of the fight? Look, man, I don't think he can afford to get out of the fight, seeing as she's about to sue his ass for all that money, take care of that kid, and never let him see it again. You paid for the woman to have a baby. So let me get this right, big player. Let me get this right, player. You begged the girl to have a baby for you. Begged the girl to have a baby for you. Paid her to have a baby for you. You hired an escort. Paid to have a baby for you. Then you want to slap the escort up? Give me your cell phone. Nigga, she's got Johns on that cell phone. What do you mean? She's an escort, Negro. She got people on her number. What up, Justin Cooper? Look, man, the sad debacle, which is the Haneys right now. And I'm hating on you niggas today. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm hating on you, Bill, because you got to stop following me around. So clearly you're a stalker. Your son is stalking. I told y'all. I told you that nigga Bill been stalking me for 7 years. That big begging for that box is dying. Hey, nah, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Hey, man, if push comes to shove, I might do a little bit of begging for the box now. However, begging for a prostitute, man, you could have paid her. Why didn't you just pay her? Like what? Oh, I'm sorry, Dev, because your daddy's holding all your money. That's what that is. Oh, you begging for that box is diabolical, dog. I ain't gonna lie, dog. Every once in a while. Hey, if it gets serious, dog, I ain't too proud to beg. That's what they used to say. Get them likes up, get them up, subscribe and hit the notification. Yes, Victor, thank you, bro. Young Thug, man, got Young Thug messages on that phone. Hell yeah. Talking about baby, I'm coming. Baby, get this weekend, man. Little... All them steroids probably tried to dribble up his manhood and everything, man. What's going on, David Howard? You ain't got to beg, allegedly. Hell no, not if you slap her upside the head. Obviously, look, Dev, keep your hands to yourself, man. We gonna handle it in the streets. Devin, you ain't got no street shit. What are you talking about, Dev? What shit are you handling in the streets, bro? What street nigga has convinced you that you are in the streets, bro? Nigga, you are from Henderson, Nevada. You're from... Please have a baby. Give me a baby. Hey, you know what it is when you want a baby. Give me a baby. Then you go, I argue in front of the kids. Man, what you gonna do, Dev? Now that it's out on TMZ, Uncle Dre said, grow up. For some, they believe they just have their money. They get what they do. They want. What a sad story to hear. Yeah, man. He said, damn, Martin, you going extra vicious this morning because I'm sick of Bill Haney stalking me. And I cannot file a restraining order against him on YouTube. So, I'm going to make fun of his son for being accused. I'm going to be making fun of his son for being look what his son is accused of, man. That is a prostitute. That was a prostitute. I mean, hey, man, it didn't even look like it was a part-time job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could understand if you met a girl, she's working, she's working at a bar or something. And, she may have crept off and got a little money once or twice, She may have dipped off, but nah, she's trapped by that pimp for the rest of her life, bro. Taz Angel's finest, laugh my exactly. Taz Angel's finest, dog. She is good looking, though. I can't lie, dog. I mean, she's good looking. She's good looking. I just want to sleep and I woke up and you still going. Imagine you being that pressed. Go back to sleep. I'm not that pressed one bit. You talking shit to me, so I'm talking shit back. You act, who the fuck B? Who's B? You act, y'all used to fuck with the same, but this ain't that. You clearly the lame in the situation. You don't have neither, nigga, but you started problems between the two that's going to have to be handled in the streets. All because you bitter, BM, mad. I won't give her mad. Baby mama won't give her money. I don't have either. What? You the one that started it. What gonna be handled in the street? You'll see. Now stop hitting me. Oh, he's trying to act like she's testing him. Oh, okay. They're arguing back and forth. And he said, you starting some show there. Okay, clearly you the lame in this situation. You don't have either, nigga, but you started problems between the two. That's gonna have to be handled in the streets, all because you bitter baby mama. I won't give her money. Terrible penmanship. Terrible, terrible, terrible. You niggas type shit down too much. Anyway, I'm gonna put a link in the chat. I would like to know exactly what you guys think about Devin and his new assault charge and his him getting a restraining order put on him by his baby mama and being accused of slapping up and punching. Here's the link. That man says CTE texting. I'm like, what? This dude trying to act like she jocking him. Nah, you jocking me. Man, something's wrong with that dude, bro. All right, there's a link, man. Yes, Devin Haney is. Let me read everybody that might have missed the article. Let me read the article aloud again. Let me read this article about Bill Haney's son out loud for everybody to hear. Let's see. There's the article. Let's go it again. Boxing star Devin Haney, ex gets restraining order. He pushed me to ground when I was pregnant. She got threaded out, yeah. Judge granted a temporary restraining order against Devin Haney, and now both sides are due in court hearing on the matter July 22nd. Additionally, the judge ordered Haney to have no visitation with his daughter Chrome until further order of the court. God dog, bro. Do you really want to have women putting restraining orders on you, dog? I don't know if I've ever been in a situation where a woman was going to put a restraining order on me. When paying for cat hell no. That man said, Toya. Toya. I'll read it for you, Toya. Here, Toya. Let me tell you, Toya, with Roy. Let me bring it back up. Let me bring it back up. Why you mad, Toya? Hey, why you mad, Toya? Do you remember when Bill Haney was on the channel talking about what a great son he had? Devin has now been arrested for having an unregistered firearm in his car, and now he has a restraining order because he's beating up, allegedly beating up pregnant women. Let's read. She wrote in the restraining order request that it all started February of 2024, roughly a year after she and Haney first met. She claimed during a dispute in their Las Vegas home. First of all, nigga, you just met her a year ago and she's living in your house? The fuck is wrong with you, nigga? She's a prostitute. Nigga, you ain't got no game, man. What? Okay, let me read this again. She wrote in the restraining order that it all started in February 2024, roughly a year after she and Haney met. She claimed during a dispute in her Las Vegas home, he punched her in the stomach, then kicked her out of the house. Bro, if you wouldn't have let the prostitute move in your house, you wouldn't have had to kick her out. Oh my God, this nigga is terrible, man. How the fuck your father a pimp and you have a baby by a hoe? Hey, dog, that nigga daddy a pimp and had a baby by a hoe, man. That's hilarious. Anyway, nearly a year later, in December of 2024, she wrote Haney got violent with her once again when he pushed me while I was 9 months pregnant, causing me to fall on my tailbone because I would not give him my cell phone. After I fell, she said, he grabbed my phone and threw it on the floor and shattered it. Somebody got a temper tantrum. Additionally, she said Haney threatened her earlier this month when he wrote in a text message to her that she would be handled in the streets. When I asked what he meant by that, he stated, "You will see." Devin, when a prostitute has you in a Twitter feed and gets you talking, and then she says, "What do you mean by handled in the streets?" What you're supposed to say is, "I don't mean anything by that. I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean that. I meant I'll see you in the street." That's what I meant. I meant I'll see you in the street. So that way she can't hand it to the judge later on, dumbass, where you threatened her life, because that's threatening her life. And that's why he said, no, you can't see her till this court order's over, because you threatened her life. This is going to have to be handled in the streets, which means somebody's going to have to come get her. Why would you threaten your baby mama with something having to happen in the streets? What? Huh? Very non-player, bro. Very non-player, I have to say. I have to give you a 0 on gangster for this. 0 out of 100 on your gangster scale so far. I'm afraid for my life, health, and safety. Syed also sought in the docs for protection for the couple's 5-month-old Chrome. Allegedly, Haney pierced the baby's ears without Syed's permission when she was just 8 weeks old. Devin, you cannot put little spears through the earlobes of a prostitute's baby without her permission. You can't go get, you can't, though. She can go get the baby's ears pierced. You can't. Anyway, that's a commit of violence, because you know what? That little girl did not approve that. Oh, wow. Anyway, this is not an isolated event of danger he places our daughter in without concern. Like the fact that her ears could have got infected. Little dumb shit like that, but whatever. Devin has hurt me in the past by punching me, pushing me while I'm pregnant, threatening me, and arguing with me in the presence of our daughter. I'm concerned about his behavior and worried that he will act upon his threat to me, stating, "You will see," for the foregoing reasons, and written by my attorney, and who probably helped me set this nigga up from the ground. I am requesting a DVRO protecting myself and my daughter, seeking sole legal and physical custody of your money, Devin, because you're going to have to pay for this baby. You better believe it. And you're never going to see this baby again. And the baby will probably not even know that you were ever his daddy, but you'll still have to keep paying. Oh, what a tangle where we wave. With prostitutes, we decide to try to deceive. He said, Tim Bradley better start bashing Dev like he did Tank. Keep that same energy. Oh, you know it. They kicked you off the Boxing Voice. Oh, Dev. Hey, Bill. The baby got Davis. The baby got Davis as his last. No. The baby's last name is not Davis. If that baby's name is Davis. What up, a kilo netter? Hey, man. Do you not know how goddamn funny this shit is? Man, for me to wake up after getting in that argument with Bill, with your hiding ass. Oh, I'm sorry, Kamal, I get it. Let me go back. Kamal, will you play that video? Will you play that Tim Bradley video I sent you about Brian Norman Jr. needing to train with chickens for the Haney fight because Devin will run for his dear life. Tim roasted Haney. Let me do it. Hold on. Oh, I can't lie, bro. I'm having a lot of fucking fun, bro. You sent me an article or a video? You sent me an article, right? I see the article you sent me. I can't. Hey, can you give me the link again? I'm looking for it. Let me get this other one. Yeah, I'll play it as soon as I get it. Hey, Trey Skills say, I can't wait to hear Bill talk his way out of this one. Look, man. Oh, man, thank you so much, man, supporting the Cash App, man, today. Ricky Hampton in the building said, Devin crashing out over Diddy. You know it, man. Crashing out, man. Much love in that Cash App. Tim Bradley going off on the Haneys. Look, man. Well, first of all, it fits because he's fighting a top-ranked fighter. Oh, Antonio Farr, man. Hey, what's up? Hey, Kilo Netter for the laughs. Thank you, brother, for the $5 holler. Seriously, I'm going to make fun of Devin all night, all day. Man, seriously, I was arguing with his daddy yesterday because his daddy's a bitch, bro, for real. I don't give a fuck what you say, bro. Bill, you know full well you want no smoke with me, man. I don't know why in the world you playing with my family, bro. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I know you're getting your son got set up, okay? I'm going to tell you I know what's happening to your son. Your son is getting set up, okay? I know your son's getting set up. I'm reading it, and it sounds like a setup. The attorney wrote that shit. She set that nigga up, made him mad, got him so mad he pushed her. You know, I don't know if I really want to have a baby. I'm so tired of this life of hoeing. I'm so tired of this life of hoeing. I got that. They are 25. Oh, okay. Oh, I got you. Oh, I got you. Oh, I got you. I see that one. Okay, I got you. Oh, baby, I'm so sad. I'm so tired of hoeing. Okay, cool.
There's a better way to get paid a way bigger check without having to go. Yo, Tim Desert Storm Bradley. Guess what? It's real. It's official, baby. It's official. Brian Norman Jr. You saw it. Yep, I believe it was Mike Coppinger put it out. Brian Norman Jr., Devin Haney is official. Man, I'm about to tell you right now, Brian Norman Jr. I just got off of Craigslist, man. Craigslist, go on Craigslist, man. Sparring partner's gonna be cheap for this fight. Sparring partner's gonna be cheap. Man, get you about 3 or 4 chickens, $25 a piece. You're gonna need to chase some chickens around if you're gonna catch Devin Haney. My gosh, that boy gonna be all moving around all around the ring. He gonna be all on the top ropes. I promise you, man. Listen, you don't need you ain't gonna need no humans. You gonna need some chickens. That boy is fast. His feet are fast. Woo, man, I'm trying to tell you. Listen, y'all, hey, if you listen to me, man, you're gonna win this fight. But if you don't listen, if you don't get you some chickens, you're not gonna catch this man Haney. He is not going to be touched. I promise you, man. It's going to be one of them difficult fights. You're going to be frustrated all night, man. You're going to be frustrated. That boy going to move. He going to move. He ain't going to let you set your and plant your feet. He going to move all night. I don't care what he say. He ain't standing there. He ain't finna be no fool like he was against Ryan Garcia. He not finna sit there in the shames with you. Hell no. He already know. He got to watch that left hook of yours. You got to cut that ring off, bro. You going to have to cut that ring off. Frustration and your head, you and your daddy going to be going crazy in that corner if you don't cut this man off, bro, and figure out a way to corner Haney, because you going to have to do it often. That boy is tactical. He tactical. Yeah, what I mean by that is, people, guess what? He gonna tie Norman ass up. He gonna tie him up. Norman ain't gonna, Norman gonna have to fight him off. Norman gonna have to put some damn bug spray on him or something. He gonna have to do something to keep that boy, from tying him up. He gonna have to do something, man. Anyways, man, look. First initial thoughts, look at the boxing stances. I know it, man. I like yelling. I know I do, but I be like to get my point across. First thing you do, look at the boxing stances. First thing you do, you got flat-footed versus athletic stance. Devin Haney, all right? Flat-footed, don't do well with athletic boxing stances. Don't do well against them. Slow feet. Moving the feet. That's why the chickens are very important in this. The chickens are important in this. Damn, I'm spitting all on this thing. But yeah. And then you look at jab defense. You got to look at that. Jab defense. Guess who got better jab defense? Devin Haney. You know, look, I still think he done. Soon as he get touched on that chin, that's it. Got to get touched on that chin. Ooh, and then he get touched on that chin by Norman Jr. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be another. He gonna go down that same road he went with Ryan Garcia, down that same road, face down, ass up in the air. Yeah. But anyways, look, I'll break down a little bit more. That's a little bit of breakdown right there. And you know that little bitty piece right there. That should tell you where I'm leaning. However, damn good fight. Give it up for Haney. Hey, never ducking no smoke. Peace.
Stop using ChatGPT for prompts.
All right, hey, I can fuck with that. That was fire, man. That was fire. Tim Bradley's on his thing. I think Tim Bradley might have had a shot of vodka before he got on that, though. I think he had a little bit of that loosey goose in him. Maybe he took a little sip of something before he did that, because he was feeling mighty right during that one. What's going on, D-Dop? He said that shit was hilarious. No joke, though, bro. I telling you, I think Devin Haney got set up. I really do. I think he got set up. That's everything about that seems like it's a setup, man. Who introduced you to that girl, Dev? Who introduced you to that Taz Angel, man? Who was the one that set that viper upon you, bro? Hell yeah, they ain't saying face down, ass up. Jen got hit with that left hook, and Devin got hit with that left hook. You know that. What up, Zulu Lion in the building? What up, Zulu Lion? How you feeling, man? What up, man? Devin. Them Diddy parties, they had it green enough. He said, hey, he'll green. He's green enough for a setup. Hell yeah, he got set up. First of all, bro, let's be honest and put it out there, okay? Devin is struggling a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, Devin might be struggling with his identity a little bit, man. Because I have a hard time understanding how this man could get married basically and be living with a prostitute inside of a year of meeting her. But yet he's mad at her, pushes her, and he's jealous. He's insecure. He knows how, of course you're going to be insecure. She's a prostitute. Of course you're going to be insecure. She's a prostitute. She's not going to emotionally connect with you, man. They're not going to emotionally connect with you, man. Not going to happen. That looks like a beard gone wrong. Let me repeat. This situation sounds like a beard gone wrong. You got a little beard for yourself. You got something to look good for you to walk down the street with you. She even agreed to pay. If you paid her enough money, she'd even give you a baby of your own. What? Dog. Most men have to avoid having babies. I'm just saying. Most men have to avoid having babies. They don't have to pay to have the baby. So right now we know that we're dealing with a situation that's not quite right. Something ain't quite mathing, Bill. Something ain't quite mathing. Bill, Devin ain't got no game. You can even read in the text, he's talking to a girl like it's a man. Hey, bruh. Let's read it again. It's 2025, Dev. It's 2025, Dev. Just embrace the fugazi. Just embrace, hey, dog, seriously. Y'all can say what you want. Fuck Bill. I'm going to say it. There ain't no reason in the world for a young man that is a world champion, that is a decent-looking young man, all right, for him to have to pay for somebody to have his baby. There's also no reason in the world that he should have to have a Taz Angel as his living girlfriend that quickly. But the Diddy parties did happen. He's up in there greased up with Diddy too. If you could only see the way she loves me. Oh, no, don't get me wrong now. Now they can make you feel loved now. Oh, they can make you. Devin getting stopped. What is that? We will not. Hey, we still not going to talk about Devin running up in a prostitute raw. Do you really think that's the only way you can get a baby? Look, he had to pay her to have the baby. Paid her to have a baby. Now, did that mean she got pregnant and he paid her to keep it? No. According to the rumor, he paid for her to have a baby. And how do we know he put it in there? Dog, if you was hitting it on Jammy, you would not have to ask. You could just go for broke. Keep going for broke. He said the baby's last name is Jackson. Oh, man. Hey, VA Bella Beauty said, if you was going to pay for a baby, at least ask a woman for a little something about her, about herself. Look, man. Why would you do all that? All these, you know why. Okay, let me put it this way. If I lived in a society where I was expected to be in a relationship with a man, I mean, it's hard for me to imagine that society. But if I magically, I don't know, like, where the fuck is Turkey Al-Sheikh from? Wherever the fuck Turkey Al-Sheikh's from, because obviously Turkey Al-Sheikh is around where people like men over there. So anyway, just say I was somewhere where men are supposed to like men, but I don't like men. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like men. I don't want no man. I want a woman. I know something's wrong with me, but I want a woman. So what would I do? I would try to, I don't know, I would be repulsed by this man anywhere around me, dog. I might even punch him every once in a while and kick him just to get him the fuck away from me because I like women. Seriously, you got to be empathetic and put your head in the you got to put your mind, you got to get your mind, you got to put yourself in the mindset of a man that would pay somebody to have a baby for him. In the Middle East, they use women to recreate, to recreate. And yeah, well, look, let me say something. Procreate, thank you. Mac X, I can't speak on that. All I know is women work that way for me, pleasure and procreation. I ain't, yeah, but if I, you know what I mean? So putting myself in Devin's situation, if that's Devin's situation, because I don't know if it's Devin's situation, but I have to tell you, he kind of strikes me like that's his situation because, you know, I got a lot of gay cousins. I do. And, you know, they never really want to tell you. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's just be yourself, Dev. That's all I can say, bro. Just be yourself, bro. It's okay. It's okay. Mid-East, shout out. Okay, now he said, nah, that's fact. Is it? Hey, look, I can't fuck with the Middle East. I'll never go there. If you're trying to tell me that that's the truth in the Middle East, I will never go to. I'm glad you told me because I will never go to the Middle East. No wonder these niggas keep hitting on me, fucking around with Turkey al-Sheikh. Is it for real like that? That makes sense why all of these boo-boo boys bugging me all the time all of a sudden. Did you hear? Deb did wear them Uggs in the ring against Ryan. It's her line of work, the oldest profession, the man. Paying for a baby might make sense. No, paying for a baby does not make sense because you're going to have to pay for that baby anyway for the rest of your life. Somebody's going to give you a baby for something. Whether look, man, most men, I'm telling you, any man that is going to punch and kick women, right away, I'm thinking you suspect, bro. Yeah, them boo-boo boys, man. Them fucking boo-boo. Man, here for boxing's a boo-boo boy. Man, I bet $100 that other nigga over there on that lion-ass nigga boo-boo boy. I think all you niggas is boo-boo boys. Tell you the truth. Devin about to have to fight. Dev's about to have the fight of his life in and out that. Maybe if he cares long enough. Dev should have got gap insurance. What's gap insurance? I've heard that before. Isn't gap insurance for like when you lose your job? Insurance in case like you're unemployed. Sack of shit in the building said, good morning, Fanon. Blessing to you and the boxing family. Hopefully, father doing well. He is. Thank you. My father is doing very well. Woo! It was a scary situation, but you know, we still her. Give me 1 second. I got to do something. I'm going to put a link in the chat. See if Bill will jump on. Hey, Bill, you want to jump on today? Hey, Bill Haney used to jump on my channel all the time. Bill, you want to jump on here and talk about your son in this restraining order? I know you're listening, nigga. Your son got a restraining order for beating up on a pregnant prostitute. Ugh. Oh, my God. Your son got a temporary restraining order because a judge gave credence to claims that your son beat up a pregnant prostitute. God is always able. Ain't no joke. No, when you have a car wreck and total your car, it covers. Okay. Thank you. Gap insurance for vehicles. Yeah, I was like, I know there's a gap insurance. Like, what the fuck is gap insurance? Yeah, okay, thanks. You got to come around more. Oh, I'm glad your father's okay. Thanks. And you do have to come around more often. Please come around more often, Heather E. What's up, Jeep Red Boy? Jeep Red Boy with the $10 holla. Thank you so much, sir. Man, I am happy today. I am now can be criticized by all you guys can criticize me, and you'll actually be right this time. Because I swear to God, I am laughing my ass off at Devin Haney being arrested for beating up a pregnant prostitute. Now, he didn't get arrested. I'm sorry. He should have got arrested, but she didn't even call the cops then. She just kept a record of it. Big Time ENT said, he said, been missing the shows due to change of jobs. I'm here today. Thank you, Big Time ENT. Appreciate you being here, man. You are missed. Big. And a matter of fact, let me go ahead and get you that thing. I gotta get you that rent next comment. Yeah, he got set up for sure. But that's what you get. You deserve to be set up, dog. You out here setting people up for ducks, and somebody set your ass up for a baby and a charge. You know what I'm saying? You can't even go nowhere near this woman, man. You're going to get arrested. Man, if Devin Haney goes anywhere near his baby, he's going to go to jail, man. Dog, they said you are not allowed to have any contact with your kid until there's a court order allowing you to do it. What's up, Knockout Boxing 86 TV? God dog, man. Damn, Bill. Damn. What kind of father are you? How are you going to raise a son that is beating up pregnant prostitutes and getting restraining orders put on him? Bill, I thought you were the father of the year. Hey, I got a son, and my son ain't got put in jail, or I'm sorry, my son ain't got no prostitutes pregnant. I need to go check, I guess. Thank you, Bill. I'm going to go see my son, and I'm going to make sure my son learns from you as an example. Not to pay prostitutes to have babies for you and then get mad at them, kick them to the ground, and smash their phone. And you know it's all on tape because she was setting his ass up. Oh, Dev. Where did we go wrong? Devin has a great father. Where did it go wrong? Really, I need to know this, Bill. Where did it go wrong? Where did it go wrong? As a father, where do you think you went wrong? I need to know. Because if my son was beating up prostitutes, I'm sorry, if my son was paying prostitutes to have his baby and then beating her up, I would have to look and say, man, what did I do in my life that would make my son think it's okay to have prostitutes have babies for you and then turn around and beat them up? Bill, where did he get that idea from? Who provided that example for him, Bill? You know, chip off the old block, huh? Is it a chip off the old block? You know how they say, what do you say? The what is it? The acorn doesn't fall far from the tree. Some shit like that. I wonder where he got into his head that it's okay to have babies by prostitute, pay prostitutes to have babies for them, then slap the prostitute around if he doesn't do what you say. Maybe you thought that if you bought a prostitute as a wife, that she would always be a prostitute and you could just slap her around whenever you want to. But then you realized that, oh no, I'm in a trap. I need to know where this came from. I need to do a deep psychological evaluation on Bill Haney and Devin Haney. Sometimes you can take the kid out the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out the kid. See, that's me. I know that for sure. Because guess what? All of my male role models, all of them, or should I say, none of them had to pay a prostitute to give birth. It is true. Many parts of the Middle East, men say women are for pleasure and men are for pleasure and women are for children. When a woman is pregnant, many of them look for young. Oh, fuck. Blech. What up, Phoenix?
Oh yeah, what's up? I only got like 5 minutes because I'm on a break at the seminar and everything. But
okay, good.
Yeah, like to touch on what Kamal just put up there. Yeah, like in ancient like Greece and Rome and stuff, like that's the
Hey
same way
man,
they
leave the
taught.
Greeks out of this.
Okay, them
Leave the
ancient
Greeks out of this.
civilizations. We won't specify. But like in some of them ancient civilizations, how they had apprentices, like they would have like a blacksmith, and you take like a little boy as his apprentice. Like
I
that's
don't
the
know
way
nothing about that, dog. I don't know nothing about that.
that's the way they really taught is in some places that men are the superior beings. So a man and a man together is the ultimate form of intimacy that you could have, and that they only got women, for breeding. That's basically the way it is. It was a superiority thing. So like that I don't even know if that meant like they was just feeling that type of way because they was like that, or it was just like nah, to hell with women. We don't need no babies running around, and that's the only reason we got them here. So if it ain't for babies, then we just doing this for us. So I don't know, but man, this Devin Haney situation. You notice that time that they said it started around February last year.
Hey, did the
That was,
Egyptians do it? Did the Egyptians do it?
I think so. I think they was probably
God,
like that too.
nah,
But
you're breaking my heart, man. You're breaking my heart, dog. You're fucking my head up.
I just know it was over in the Eastern Hemisphere somewhere, not
It wasn't
exactly
in
where.
Black Africa. Was they doing it in Nigeria? Is that how y'all roll?
No, we look at people like that as weird.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty
We're
damn
like,
weird. You're right.
we're like, what is he doing that for? But the timeline, I think I understand. See, that article was saying like around February last year. And if y'all remember around that time, that was when Devin didn't know whether or not he was going to get the Ryan Garcia fight. Because Ryan was like, nah, we're going to go ahead and go with Rolly instead. And it was up in there. So maybe he was upset that he wasn't about to get his payday. But then, like the press conferences started kicking off, and then Ryan was out there doing lines with Oscar De La Hoya. Then, like the day of the press conference, remember Ryan had disappeared. He ran up the mountain. Nobody know where he was, but he came back down on a literal high horse. Like that horse was as white as the cocaine he was probably sniffing at the time. Like he came, it was like he went on a side quest up the mountain, disappeared for days, then came back on that horse. Like the whole thing was just in shambles, and Devin didn't know what to do because he's like, nah, I gotta show like I'm like Tank. Tank beat Ryan, and I gotta give my payday too. And he was a little upset because you remember the Prograis fight flop. So like maybe that was the whole thing that had set it off because the timeline makes sense. And then getting his ass whooped, having to get that sad cake and everything else, and like maybe she clowned him over the cake. And so this whole stuff been building up. Yeah, so this whole thing been building up. And then you remember Bad Baby? You remember Bad Baby, the Cash Me Outside chick?
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say you remember
just the realization of what you said, that this is real, that they are really in the Arabic world, that men are for pleasure, women are for recreation. And you got Devin having a girl just to have a baby with. Fucking disgusting. Like I'm
sad, ain't it? Sad, ain't it? But man. I don't know. I think that timeline makes sense. That timeline makes sense. Man, all I know is that fight with Brian Norman Jr. better not get canceled over this nonsense. If the fight get canceled over this nonsense, if for some reason they pull out, and it's because of this, man, because like, what are the chances of that story coming out the same day that everybody finds out that the fight is on? Come on,
100%, because
like
somebody's
imagine.
100% because somebody's trying to fucking destroy Devin. 100%.
Hey, if they destroy him, they destroy him.
Because Devin and Bill play a lot of stupid fucking games with people, and they think that they're like the fucking puppet master, and Devin just got his ass set up. I'm reading the fucking article. It sounds like a setup to me, because she's saying, because look, it was just like, you remember when Johnny Depp had all that problems with the girl and she had cameras on him and all that shit.
Yep.
Nigga got his ass set up, and that's what you get because you always trying to set other people up, sucker. You fuck around, the birds of a feather flock together. You some fucking sneaky fugazi ass niggas, and you surround yourself with sneaky ass fugazi ass niggas, and you get done sneakily and fugazi like.
Makes sense. But man, I got to run back into this seminar. But I'm still listening in.
All right, brother. Get back, man. What up,
What's up?
Kamal? What up, Kamal?
Phenom, what's up?
Just joning on people. You know what it is.
Yeah, so unfortunately, yeah, Phoenix is right. In many parts of the Muslim world, especially in the Middle East, that's what they say. They say women are for procreation and men are for pleasure. So that it's a sad reality. So whenever you hear people say, hey, in that culture, homosexuals can get killed and stuff like that, that is true, but they classify man love as something different. So that's an aside whenever you see like ring card boys or something to know about disgusting
Yeah.
stuff. Disgusting stuff. But we do have, I guess, upcoming this weekend, we got Harlem Eubank versus Jack Catterall. I don't know what to expect with that fight. That's a crossroads
Harlem
fight.
Eubank? Is
Harlem
that,
Eubank, the
that's the
youngest of
brother
the
of
Eubank.
Chris Eubank?
The son of the legend, and then the son of Chris and the brother of Chris Eubank Jr. fighting Jack Catterall in the UK. So that's coming up. That's a crossroads fight for Catterall because he lost to Barbosa. So we'll see what happens with that fight as we work our way towards these cards coming up. Really curious to see what happens with our guy David Morrell Jr. because
Mm.
his opponent allegedly had visa issues, Imam Katiev. So they were saying that he could either be pulled off the card entirely, David Morrell, or Turkey was going to look for a replacement opponent. And we know that Turkey, for some reason, despite these vast sums of money, he doesn't have the best backup plans with replacement opponents. And so we'll see what happens with David Morrell Jr.'s fight because that was an intriguing fight. The guy he was scheduled to fight had a lot of power, knockout streak going, but low level competition. So we know with those kind of guys that are overseas and have that kind of statistics, we don't know if that's really backed up and if that's legit or not. So that was going to be an interesting fight. So keep your eye on that. But yeah, on this Haney stuff, man, your boy Tim Bradley roasted him. You know me, I'm the biggest Tim Bradley critic. I call him Black Krillin from Dragon Ball Z. You looking like a bowling ball. He went out when I called out Clanelho and Z-Side Bud for having dinner together and acting all chummy and stuff and whining and dining and 69ing and then putting up a fake front WWE like confrontation with the push and all this other stuff and how fake that was. But Tim Bradley went after, I think it was after Manny beat him the third time. He said he and Manny went for breakfast afterwards. I'm like, what the fuck? Is this boxing or is this a friendship? You just happy to get that payday. So Tim Bradley says a lot of stuff, particularly about the PBC, and he does a lot of stuff that I don't agree with. But that video about chickens for Brian Norman Jr., $25 chickens, and he said he's going to be face down, ass up. That was classic for now. You may want to make a video, independent video. I know you played it during the live of that Tim Bradley analysis.
I might just take that portion and put it in and make it a video of that. Just put it up.
Make it a short. Make it a short. So we
Yeah,
got
make it
that.
short.
Yeah, we got that going on. So watch out for Morrell, what his next opponent is. And then as we work our way towards these fights, because that'll be interesting. I'm going to head out, though, Fanon. But
All right, man.
as I do head out, can you go ahead and play that Tim Bradley video once more for the people in the
Absolutely.
back who weren't here when you played it the first time?
Yes.
I'm out.
And thank you.
Deuces.
And deuces, brother. Man, dog, do you understand that I am like very, very Greek and very, very, very like that's my lineage. So that's fucked up. No wonder them little boogie. Man, y'all better stay the fuck from around me, dog. Hey, David Lynch in the building said, Bill a pimp who raised a trick wants a trick. Once a trick, always a trick. What's up, John? Remember when the Cash Me Outside girl this Dev in the song by said he ain't hitting shit? Exactly. Look, man. Yeah, I remember that. That's when I first thought the dude was Look, man, I don't mean to make too bad. I mean, if it wasn't fuck Bill, I would be a little bit nicer about this. But obviously, dude is. I think it's pretty safe to assume Devin's got some identity issues. But it is what it is. I can't get you out in the world. How in the world do you pay a prostitute to have your baby? and then get caught beating her up? How do you get set up like that? Like, don't you see that you are somebody that people, this is what you get, though. I wouldn't put it past nobody. Cash Me Outside caught Devin with a left hook. No, she said he wasn't hitting nothing, as in he ain't trying to sleep with no girls. That's what she said. She said Devin Haney ain't hitting nothing. Means he ain't trying to have no sex with no girls. That's what she meant by that. But if hey, man, if that's why maybe that's why he converted, and he can go out there to Dubai and, and he can have pleasures and he can procreate. I guess if see, CG Cap. Watch this, CG Cap. CG Cap. Boxing star Devin Haney, ex gets restraining order. He pushed me to the ground when I was pregnant. This is the part. She wrote in a restraining order request that it all started in February of 2024, roughly a year after she and Haney met. She claimed during a dispute in their Las Vegas home, he punched her in the stomach, then kicked her out of the house. Later, nearly a year later, in December of 2024, she wrote, Haney got violent with her once again when he pushed me while I was 9 months pregnant, causing me to fall on my tailbone because I would not give him my cell phone. Yeah, but then why'd you get pregnant by him? See, this is why I think it's a setup. Because they had the initial dispute when he punched her in the stomach and then kicked her out the house. But yet she got pregnant. Right? Punched her in the stomach, threw her out the house. Then she gets pregnant for him. And he does it again. That's what she accuses him of anyway. Pushed me while I was 9 months, caused me to fall by my tailbone because I would not give him my phone. After I fell, he grabbed my phone and threw it to the floor and shattered it. I wonder what was on that phone. When I asked, then later he sent the tweets. Then she saw some tweets threatening her, according to that girl. Yeah, exactly. She running the play, but two things can be true. Yeah, CG Cap's true. She running the play. She was hustling that monkey. Yeah, she sounds like she hustling him. She knew Devin was a lick. Yeah. You punched her, then she gets pregnant for you? I guess she got her lick back, Dev. I guess she got her lick back. Let me tell you something, dog. I've been married to my wife for over 25 years. I have never raised my hand to my wife because I ain't stupid. Because the second I do it, I'm taking my happy black ass to jail. So on top of not wanting to do it, I'm not gonna do it. And you got that little girl to bait you, get you mad, probably talk bad about you. What did she say to get you so mad that you are gonna punch her? What'd she say to you? Wonder what she said to you, dog. But back to Bill Haney. Bill, you're a failure as a father. Bill, you're a failure as a father. Obviously, Bill's a failure as a father. Big Ron family said, K-Oz, stop trying to tell me, Mr. Blackwell, what to do. Okay, say, K-Oz, stop trying to tell, come on, stop trying to tell Mr. Martin what to do. He got it. He got this. Blessings to you and blessings to yours, Mr. Martin. Thank you so much. Nah, Kamal's good people. You know Kamal's strong personality, dog. Oh, shit. Zulu Lion said, she said Loma B. She said Loma, I don't know what. I got to see something. I'll be wanting to get in these chats sometimes. Dark Truth. What? Oh, but hey, shout out to Arena. Shout out to you, Arena. Hope you're doing well, Arena. She said, Ryan hair better than your dad's. Man. I do wonder, though, dog. I do wonder. But look, man, I'm going to get out of here, man, a little bit early today, man. Oh, hell no. Actually, no, I'm no. What is this? Stop fucking. Ugh. Oh, my daddy's doing much better. He's in rehab now. He's in rehabilitation now. He's doing a lot better. Thank you, Alexander Gillian. Thank you very, very much for the asking. My dad is doing well. He's doing better. But for real, I want to talk to everybody for a second about how good a dad Bill is. I want to talk about how good a dad Bill Haney is. As you guys, hey, thank you, Phenomenal Noob. Oh, I forgot. Phenomenal Noob said, fuck nigga father, fuck nigga son. That'll do it. Fuck nigga father equals fuck nigga son. In this particular case, says yes. Come on, what up, man?
Hey, I forgot before you get out of here. I forgot. I do agree with you that Devin Haney was doxed, was set up, and it reminds me of that famous quote for
What does dox mean? What does dox mean? I always hear that.
exposed, set up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exposed, basically. I think that he was set up 100%. Reminds me of that situation. You remember when Mike Tyson, after he found out that Don King allegedly stole like $300 million from him, on camera, he slapped him in the face, and Don King said, you'll regret that?
Yeah, I remember that.
That same night is when that girl went up, that Miss America or whoever it was, that model went up to his hotel room at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Got him on rape charge.
Got him on the rape charge. And so many people think that Don King had that set up as revenge because because Don told Mike at the time, he said, you're going to regret that, putting your hands on me. No one ever does that.
Some people you can't touch.
You can't touch. Don King is so powerful that during the 50s and 60s, he murdered a guy. And you know what we were going through? That was Nazi Germany for us as black people. He murdered a dude. He was on the FBI list, and he got out of jail after just a short amount of time. That's how powerful Don King is and was at the time. So that was not a guy you want to mess with. So with the Haneys, you reap what you sow. If this is what you and I think it is, you're always constantly lying and gaslighting and telling people, hey, look, you're ducking me, you're this and that. And I think that this is, you better be careful how you treat people because something like that can happen right back to you, as you said, Fanon. But before I just wanted to bring that up, see if you thought that was an apt comparison. Before you get out of here, Fanon, can you leave us with a little Tim Bradley magic? Face down, ass up.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot. I was supposed to do that.
All right,
yeah,
I'm out, deuces.
All right, man, get back. Thank you. Yeah. Let me do this again. Tim Bradley killed it on this one.
Teenagers are building businesses with it. Yo, Tim Desert Storm Bradley, guess what? It's real. It's official, baby. It's official. Brian Norman Jr., you saw it. Yep, I believe it was Mike Coppinger put it out. Brian Norman Jr., Devin Haney is official. Man, I'm about to tell you right now, Brian Norman Jr., I just got off of Craigslist, man. Craigslist, go on Craigslist, man. Sparring partner's gonna be cheap for this fight. Sparring partner's gonna be cheap. Man, get you about 3 or 4 chickens, $25 a piece. You're gonna need to chase some chickens around if you're gonna catch Devin Haney. My gosh, that boy gonna be all moving around all around the ring. He gonna be all on the top ropes. I promise you, man. Listen, you ain't gonna need no humans. You're gonna need some chickens. That boy is fast. His feet are fast. Woo, man, I'm trying to tell you. Listen, y'all, hey, if you listen to me, man, you're going to win this fight. But if you don't listen, if you don't get you some chickens, you're not going to catch this man, Haney. He is not going to be touched. I promise you, man. This going to be one of them difficult fights. You're going to be frustrated all night, man. You're going to be frustrated. That boy going to move. He going to move. He ain't going to let you and plant your feet. He going to move all night. I don't care what he say. He ain't standing there. He ain't finna be no fool like he was against Ryan Garcia. He not finna sit there in the shames with you. Hell no. He already know. He got to watch that left hook of yours. You got to cut that ring off, bro. You gonna have to cut that ring off. Frustration and your head, you and your daddy gonna be going crazy in that corner if you don't cut this man off, bro, and figure out a way to corner Haney. Because you gonna have to do it often. That boy is tactical. He tactical. Yeah, what I mean by that is, people, guess what? He gonna tie Norman ass up. He gonna tie him up. Norman Norman gonna have to fight him off. Norman gonna have to put some damn bug spray on him or something. He gonna have to do something to keep that boy, from tying him up. He gonna have to do something, man. Anyways, man, look. First initial thoughts. Look at the boxing stances. I know it, man. I like yelling. I know I do, but I be like to get my point across. First thing you do, look at the boxing stances. First thing you do, you got flat-footed versus athletic stance. Devin Haney, all right? Flat-footed, don't do well with athletic boxing stances. Don't do well against them slow feet, moving the feet. That's why the chickens are very important in this. The chickens are important in this. Damn, I'm spitting all on this thing. But yeah. And then you look at jab defense. You gotta look at that. Jab defense. Guess who got better jab defense? Devin Haney. You know, look, I still think he done. Soon as he get touched on that chin, that's it. Gotta get touched on that chin. Ooh. And then he get touched on that chin by Norman Jr. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be another, he gonna go down that same road he went with Ryan Garcia. Down that same road. Face down, ass up in the air. Yeah. But anyways, look, I'll break down a little bit more. That's a little bit of breakdown right there. And you know that little bitty piece right there, that should tell you where I'm leaning. However, damn good fight. Give it up for Haney. Hey, never ducking no smoke. Peace.
Woo! Yeah. But look, I'm gonna get out of here, man. Thank y'all, because I started an hour late, man. Thank you to everybody that supported the chat in the super chat. Thank you guys. Thank y'all for supporting. Unless somebody else won, I think every week good for today. Thank y'all for all the big support, man. But with that, I'm about to head up out of here. Deuces.